Hey everybody, welcome to a different kind of training vlog. Today I recorded my recovery session. I do this routine probably every other day. When I feel really sore, I do a full stretch and a full foam roll. This took 45 minutes. I'm going to speed it up a lot, and I'm going to explain which stretches I chose to include and why. So with that, let's get into it. Starting off with some ground stretches. The butt and hamstring stretches are my favorites. I did this after a leg day and my legs were in a lot of pain. So if you lie on the ground and you hold your knee in towards your chest, you will stretch out the hamstring and the glute in probably the easiest way that you physically can. If you extend your leg out all the way like this, you can stretch your hamstring a lot more intensely. So for this routine, I was doing a knee hug into a extended leg hug, back into a knee hug at the end, so that I was stretching the butt as much as I possibly could. Next were butterflies. This groin stretch is pretty hard. If you hold your feet in as close to your torso as you can, you will really stretch your groin and your hips. Moving into knee hugs, this is one of the easiest stretches you can do. It stretches out your glute muscles, your butt muscles, and you see here I'm doing a back crack after switching each leg, so that kind of loosens up my spine and makes me feel good. Next we've got the Achilles stretch. So if you plant your foot on the ground and pulse your knee over your heel like you see me doing here, you will stretch the Achilles. It is a really good thing to try to condition to get hurt less. I've been doing this consistently for a few months and I can already see a pretty big increase in my range of motion. Going back to hamstrings, fully extend your leg on an elevated surface and start with your body upright and slowly try to put more of your upper body weight down onto that hamstring to get a deeper stretch the longer you hold it. And the hip flexor stretch, this is a stretch that is hard for me because I have particularly weak hips. Extend one leg back as far as you can and plant firmly with the other leg so that you're not shaking at all. It should feel pretty tight in the hip of the leg that is extended backwards, so hold this for as long as you can. The quad stretch, standing upright, hold one foot towards your butt to stretch your quad and your knee. Hold a wall like you see me doing here if you want to be more stable. Stretching out the calves, pedaling out your feet is a great way to stretch out these lower body muscles. It is a dynamic stretch because you are moving, you are not holding it like the other stretches. So 30 pedals, one on each foot, is a great way to stretch out your calves. Moving on to the torso, the cobra is the best ab stretch. Hold this for as long as you can. If you want to make it harder, tilt your head back. Right into child's pose, fully extend your upper body. This is a great upper back stretch. Lower back stretch, lie down and pull one foot over across your body. You should feel it in that lower back, one side a piece. So when you do both legs for 30 seconds, you will get a great stretch in both sides of your lower back. And the ball, this is one of my favorite stretches. It looks crazy. It stretches your middle back like no other. If you want to make it harder, lift your feet off the ground so that the gravity is pulling you down, and this is a pretty brutal stretch, but it does work. Moving on to my upper body wasn't that sore, but if I'm doing a full stretch, I'd want to do my full body. So the bicep stretch right here is great. Just extend your arm onto a wall or something to hold onto, and you will stretch the bicep. The shoulder stretch, pull each arm across and hold it with the other arm. Pull it to just past where it's comfortable and leave it there for 30 seconds. To stretch the triceps, pull each arm over your head right past where it's comfortable and hold it. This also stretches the shoulders. Stretching the lats should feel pretty tough. Extend both arms, and with the arm you are not stretching, pull the opposite arm to relieve tension in the lats, the upper back muscles. Tilt your head down to stretch the back of your neck. If you want to add more pressure, pull with your hand to push your head down. Then tilt your head all the way up to stretch the front of your neck. Moving on to foam rolling. I love foam rolling. It hurts, but man, does it make a difference in your recovery. There is no time limit. Foam roll until it feels painful. The bad kind of hurt. It should hurt in general, but you'll know when you foam rolled too much. For me, it's between 30 seconds to a minute for each area, and I foam roll the same areas pretty much every time. Since I have two foam rollers, sometimes I will use the big roller first to work out the big knots, and then the handheld roller to work out any smaller things. I usually foam roll the same areas. I did the calves, hamstrings, quads, IT bands, glutes, upper back, and each lat. So that's my recovery routine. I actually do this pretty consistently because I'm in a lot of pain after training so much, and I hope that you benefited from it. You don't need to spend hours stretching or recovering or doing the busy work, but if you put in maybe half an hour every few days into recovering, I promise you will see the benefits the next time you go to train. That's the video. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like. If you enjoyed that, check out another video here or subscribe for all of my stuff here. I upload every week. Follow me here. I post a lot. Thanks, and see you next week.